Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renee Novak at blessedbycards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm here today to share with you a weekly Wednesday video. Today is also my Inking Royal Family's blog hop, so feel free to hop along with us and enjoy some of the amazing cards that you will see today. For my card, I started with the Gorgeous Leaves bundle. And there's a variety of leaves in here. We're going to use a few of them. And then I also use the intricate dies. Now, I like to store my dies inside on a piece of magnetic sheet. This is actually from Home Depot. It's a vent cover. So I just cut that down and put it in so that I can store my dies with my stamp set. And the vent covers at Home Depot or Lowe's, they're pretty cheap. So it's a great way to store your dies and have them ready to go. So let's get started. You're going to need some early espresso. This is going to be your card base, and that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Then you're going to need a piece of Cajun Craze that measures 4 by 5 1/4, and that is going to go right on top of your card front. You're going to need a piece of 3 by 4 inch of designer series paper, and I have chosen the Beauty of the Earth. I chose to stamp my sentiment on this stitched rectangles, and I have a strip of early espresso to kind of hide my seam between my designer series paper and my card. We're also going to use a variety of the stamps that I've already pre-stamped for you so that you didn't have to watch that on the video, but I have some pumpkin pie, some Cajun Craze, some old olive, and then I stamped the delicate leaves out of early espresso. On my original card, I put those right in the back and then just layered the leaves on top. And on this particular strip, I did use the hammered metal embossing folder, but since I covered it all up, I felt like for the sample that I'm doing with you, I didn't really need that added dimension. So we don't have that on this one. So basically, all you're going to do is you're going to take your liquid glue or your snail adhesive, whichever you prefer, and you're just going to start building your layers. So we're going to layer this one on top of here, and then we're going to take our designer series paper, and we're just going to layer that right down on top of that. Okay, and then we're just going to add a little bit of adhesive right here. Put that strip right down there. And now we're ready to build our leaves. So I kind of decided to put them in threes so that there would be some dimension at the top and at the bottom. And I will tell you that what was easiest for me was I took just the Blessed. Now the Blessed is not from the Gorgeous Leaves. There were no words in the Gorgeous Leaves, so I took this Blessed from the Festive, I can't remember the name, but I will type it up there, Festive something. And there you have that. And then what I decided to do was I put a little snail adhesive on the back. And that is how I started to build my leaves. So I just kind of played around with it, laid it out however I thought I might want it. And because I have that sticky on the back, then I could start building where I wanted my leaves. And some were coming out of the bottom, and I had different, colors. And I just kind of like started adding until I was happy with it. Once I was happy with the way I wanted it to go, I actually took some just plain Scotch tape and just ran it across the back. And that kind of held it down in place for me for when I put it on my card. So let's bring the card back in where you've had build. I'm going to put a little bit of, again, some lightly with some glue, using the liquid glue. And I'm just going to stick that on there. And if you want to run these through the adhesive sheets, that's another wonderful way that you can do the intricate dies. Our adhesive sheet, just run them through and they'll stick, peel it off, and they'll stick really easy. But I just kind of stuck that down, and I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on this last one. Okay, and that's just going to come down here. Okay, and then because I had all this already arranged, then I could kind of line it up and decided if I wanted to add any more leaves to it. And then what I did was just put a few Stampin' Dimensionals on the back and adhered it down right across that strip. And there you have it. That was how simple and easy that came together. Let me bring back in my original one. And there you have today's weekly Wednesday tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this card. And there's a lot more cards to see today, so be sure to go to the end of this post and hop along with us. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be blessed.